Well, I'm not necessarily bored tonight, but I'm in the mood to tinker. Okay, after that last video, last night I looked, it's got close to 300 views, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's actually pretty good. So thanks everybody that watched that last video on the trad bow tier. I got to thinking about that PSE Sequoia, that longbow. I think we're gonna try and actually get it figured out and set up. I've probably had it long enough to, I've done that. So, yeah, let's tag along and see what we can figure out with it. Okay, we got her all strung up here. I've actually got my PSE Raven, my recurve that I was shooting in that last video. I've got it strung up too because I'm not 100% sure where I need to put my knock sets. So I'm going to kind of cheat and go off of that one. Use a boat or get it in the vise, get it all leveled out and whatnot, and use the square to see, where I put my knock sets. I'm hoping it'll be close enough and won't be all wonky, but it might be all wonky. Okay, first things first, we gotta get this shelf cleaned off and get the rest put on. And to do that, we're going to use a little bit of denatured alcohol. It doesn't do quite as good of a job as acetone does, but acetone's rough on stuff that you don't want removed. So we're just gonna hit it with a little bit of denatured alcohol, let that dry off. Somewhere up here. Dropped it. That's the clicker. Traditional rest and spacer. Haha. This is what I want. But then what the heck? Oh, that's a limb tip protector. Yeah, let's get that done. Well, due to some technical difficulties, as in the technical difficulties is I don't know where my denatured alcohol is, so acetone it is. We're just going to use this very lightly. And we're just going to use just a little splotch. Then I just use the dry part of the paper towel to kind of wipe it back off. Acetone has a tendency to leave a little bit of residue, which is why it's nice to clean with acetone and then go back over it with the denatured alcohol. So we've got our rest pad. And this is all new to me. I've never actually put one of these on, so we're going to do this together. I do know that this goes on under your rest pad. It just elevates your arrow the slightest little bit. That way it kind of helps with clearance. Oh good, they are adhesive backed. Little stickies. Okay, so zoom in here, not on my face, nobody wants to see that. So basically we're going to trim this to kind of sit just like this, kind of tucked in there, and then up here. By golly, that's about as crooked as an Illinois politician. But it's on there. Now we're going to go over it with this shelf pad piece. Hey look, a pusher. That way we can really get that set down in there. Follow that along. And smoosh her up. Oh yeah, it's crooked as sin. Maybe I shouldn't have used that spacer and should have just went straight to the razor. Probably definitely should have cut it shorter. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm going to be replacing this. Kind of got a little overhang here and it looks like poo. Okay, but it's on there. Any of you guys doing your own bow work, Silver Sharpie. They're awesome. They show up great on pretty well any color of serving or bowstring material except for obviously white and silver. So let's grab our handy dandy bow square and set it down. Click it in. Make sure we're down there nice and firmly, snuggly, snuggly wuggly. And that mark was 7/8. Oh yeah. See how brightly that shows up? Okay, I need to go find a little piece of plastic drinking straw. I know, shouldn't use plastic. But that's what I got. That's what I'm gonna go get. I'll be right back. Okay, got the plastic drinking straw. It's actually bendy straw. It's so much fun. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our handy dandy knife and we're just gonna nip off about a little over an inch. We need some serving material. This is some BCY 400 multi. It's a little bit thicker than like I've got. I think that's actually Halo serving. It's very thin. But we're going to use thicker stuff for this since we are doing tie-on knock sets. Okay. So I'm going to loosen this up, tilt this down. Gonna make this process a whole lot easier. And I'm going to try and show you this the best that I can without my big clumsy back fingers being in the way. This might prove to be... I've never done this before. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see anything from that angle. Hold on. Okay, I don't know if this is actually going to work out any better. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take our serving material and lay it down over our string. And where did the... Oh, there it is. Little piece of plastic drinking straw. And we're going to lay that down on top of our serving. Okay, now we want to take and wrap the serving backwards, back towards our working end. There's 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I'm just going to try and pinch all this together and then take this end that we were wrapping with and run it through the straw. Through the straw. Yoink. Okay, now we're going to remove the straw. We should just be able to pull these two ends and get a nice, neat knot. And kind of work it back and forth. Setting it right there on our Sharpie mark. Now you gotta be careful doing this, because this stuff will absolutely slice the snot out of your fingers. The nice thing about this knot is you can kind of twist it and it'll wrap itself back up or down your serving if you need to adjust it, if you don't have it locked in super tight. And I really wish I had different colored either serving or serving material that have a little contrast there. But hey, that'll work. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. And you can see that I covered up my silver Sharpie mark. So now, happy with how tight that is.
What's it? I found me lighter.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, back to the show. Okay. Now we are going to... Do I have a different knife up here? Nope. Okay, full send. Now we're going to take and trim our excess. Getting it down there nice and close. Careful with sharpness around our string. Now we just want to take and kind of roll this off to the side. Just kind of burn that in. There you go. That's all nice and neat and tight. Now, I suppose all we need to do is grab some of these Easton Axis arrows, because those are the ones that I tune for the longbows. I know you can't tune one arrow for multiple bows, but it works. Take it outside, take a few shots, make sure we're happy with this. You know, I don't want to be, you know, having to hold way up and way down or whatever, you know, for my my 12 to 15 yard ranges that I like to shoot. And sorry, I got distracted. These mountain muffler bully balls, I've not shot this bow. I can't say I haven't shot it, but I haven't shot it for a while. But I've not shot it enough to fluff the yarn balls. Anyway, let's take this outside, throw a few arrows, see if we like it. Okay, it rained today. I'm in Crocs. The yard's gonna be wet, so I'm only gonna take a, I don't know, I got 4 arrows, probably just going to shoot 2 rounds. I'm going to set you guys up here on the target, back out to where I was shooting from the other night, and go from there. Okay, so as you can see, that was a fairly decent group, but it's definitely all low, so I'm going to have to take and twist that knock down and bring my knock down, the point up, so it'll shoot a little higher, hopefully. I think that's how that works. Okay, so I'm actually really surprised that worked. I just held onto the string and just started turning that, just like backing a nut down a bolt. So the arrow's definitely sitting on the string and the shelf a lot more level now, so let's see what that does. I made an adjustment between number 2 and number 3 there. I don't really know what I did with number 4, but I definitely dropped it. I know exactly what I did. That clicker that I have on my recurve that clicks whenever I hit my release point, I don't have one on this bow yet, so I'm not expanding out when I hit my anchor. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yep, that was much more gooder. When my battery's about to die, I'm going to shut this off, take a few more shots. I'll be back with you inside. Alright guys, well, took it out there. You can see here where I started at. That silver Sharpie and where I ended at. To make sure that that stays put. And actually, well, I want to mention this real quick. That rest stayed on wonderfully for the handful of shots that I took. But yeah, I definitely should have just stuck the arrow on the string and went from there, but that's alright. Like I said, that was my first experience tying one of those tie-on knock sets, and it worked out beautifully. I was able to take and twist this, the top towards me, to take it down, and top towards you, the go up. Yeah, I was able to do that and got it set to where it's hitting right where I want it to go. But that is the PSE Sequoia, 68 inch, 50 pounds. It's a great shooting bow. The D-shape factor of it, if this limb would trip down just a little, it'd take out a lot of hand shock, or at least ways it does in my experience with that Mandarin duck or black hunter or whatever you want to call it, and even with that Ben Pearson. Both of them, as you can see, it is this bow here and this bow here. You can see how both of those limbs kind of turn down a little bit, but they are longbows. It definitely takes some of that shock out. I mean, I can definitely feel it in my hand. It's not uncomfortable, it's just, after all day, I mean, your hand's going to be sore. Those little yarn balls definitely fluffed out nicely too. I wish I had shown them before. Before we close this out, great shooting bow. Love the length. It makes that draw super smooth. It's quiet. It seems like it was pretty quick. Of course, didn't shoot it over the chronograph. Oh, one thing, when I was editing that video the other night, I wish I'd gone over and didn't, but I also didn't want that video getting too long. And I think it ended up almost 23 minutes, so it's probably long enough. This is a glove. You know, it goes over 3 fingers so you can shoot split or 3 under. What I didn't show you was the tab. If you guys aren't familiar with that, there's a little loop here on the back. That goes around your middle finger. Typically, this one does. And then you'd hook it on there just like that. This, of course, is a split finger tab because I shoot split. But it works the same exact way. You just hook it on your string and you pull back. And what I was talking about with expanding out there, I'd draw back and I'd hit my anchor. But if I just let go from there, I was hitting low. With traditional archery, you hit your anchor and then you pull. Well, really, with anything, I mean, that's proper back tension. You pull through your shot and release. And as long as I do that, you know, I was sitting right where I was wanting to, for the most part. I ain't no Robin Hood by any means. But, yeah. Bow shot great. Arrows flew good. She's pretty sweet. If you guys want to see any of these other bows being shot, drop a comment. If you guys want to see more traditional bows in the stand this season, drop a comment. Let us know. Until that, there's my my final thoughts. If I had to give it a 9 out of 10 rating, I'd say 8 out of 10. Definitely recommend. If I can find a link before I finalize editing, I'll drop it down below. Surely you can find them somewhere. It's a popular bow. They're not overly expensive. There again, and I also forgot to mention in the last video, I think I said mountain muffler bowstrings about 736 times. That video wasn't sponsored. This video is sponsored. Unless if you just happen to see this video, Steve Baker, I believe is his name. Stop it. Haha. I do have a card. Mountain muffler bowstrings. So, if you happen to see this video and you want to send me one, that'd be awesome. I'd love it. You ain't got to. I'll happily buy your strings. I ain't found a better set of traditional strings to shoot yet. Humidity got my mustache. Curls under, so I'm going to blow it out. Anyway, there you have it. Awkward turtle. Anyway, that's it for today. I hate closing videos. I love talking to you guys so much. But that is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for getting to enjoy this wonderful bow with me. And thanks for going through the setup process with me. I am going to take a drop of super glue and put in that knot so it doesn't move anymore because it's where I want it. Afterthought. Rambling. I didn't sleep last night, so yeah, the ramble is it's real. This video is going to be a nightmare to edit. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. We really appreciate it. If you got yourself a goal, I got a goal. I want to shoot a deer with a traditional bow this year, so I'm going to get after it and I'm going to keep after it. You should too.